So for 3 months, that served as resistance. Now that we broke out of it, what do we know about resistance support flips or support resistance flips is once you flip support resistance into support, you have to retest it. So that's what we're looking at, a retest of this line, okay? So right here, I expect for us to come back. Let's go on the 4-hourly time frame. I expect for us to hit this line, or see right here we have a structure of interest. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a cup and handle or something. I don't know. It's a structure that has a clear boundary, and this boundary is right here, right? So for me, I look at this line right here. Okay, I look at this line, this 3 months, now it's support, and I look at this line, and for me, price is likely to come right here at the nexus, or at the nexus of these two resistances turn support, right? This was resistance, right? Boom, it was resistance. Boom, it was resistance. Finally broke out. Now it's support. This was resistance for 3 months or 89 days, and now it's support. So where do I expect price to find sort of support as it's dumping? Right here. Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is February 6th, 2022, and Bitcoin, as well as most other assets in the cryptocurrency markets, are looking topped out. Here's why. So we're going to talk about why I feel we are looking topped out. We're looking for reversal to the downside, and where I think we can find support on that reversal. If that interests you, then watch until the very end. I hope you're having a great Sunday wherever you are. All right, let's get into it. We're on the 4-hourly time frame on Bitcoin. Notice that I'm on the log chart. Reason being, I want this trend line right here, this 3-month trend line, to be accurate. All right, let's zoom out just for a second on the daily, just so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So, and this is a point, I guess it's an important point. Like, not a lot of people know this, and even I fall prey to sort of this detail, but it's a very important detail when you're doing technical analysis. Like, when do you use log versus linear scale? So the whole idea with logarithmic scale is that you can accurately or faithfully represent a lot of price action in large ranges on one page, okay? So on this chart right here, we're looking at a daily time frame, but we're not only looking at, a small range of data, a small range of price action. We're looking at Bitcoin from 70K all the way down to 19K, right? And even if you zoom in to 29K, that's quite a lot of data. That's a large range, okay? That's not a linear scale. A linear scale won't do that justice. So it's fine if you're zoomed in and you're just looking intraday, or you're kind of focusing on a small range, like a 5 to 10% move. But if you want to draw a line such as this one, right, and it encompasses price all the way from the 69K to the 33K low in this trend, then you want to be on the logarithmic scale so that this line represents the resistance or the support that you're really trying to show. Okay, so that's why I'm on the logarithmic scale. I'm going to switch in and out of the logarithmic scale depending on what I'm looking at. So just don't be confused. All right, now let's go back on the 4-hourly time frame. And shout out to Ali, who pointed that out. I was not on the logarithmic scale when I first drew this, but he said, hey, bro, why aren't you on the logarithmic scale? And I'm like, you're absolutely correct. So thank you, Ali. All right. Why do I think we're topped out? Reason number one, and if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know this. I've been saying for quite a long time, the market has been printing zigzag corrections. What is a zigzag correction? In Elliott wave theory, that is a corrective wave pattern that's comprised of 5 waves up, 3 waves down. I'm going to put the 3 waves down here because that's a low point of B, and 5 waves up, okay? So that's my zigzag. I'm actually going to draw it with the pen. It's easier for me to represent it. So up, let's zoom a bit, and it goes something like this. Boom, all right? That's a 5-3-5 zigzag correction, okay? And that's what I saw throughout the market. Go to Ethereum, I saw a zigzag. Go to Litecoin, I saw a zigzag, so on and so forth, okay? And that is a normal sort of corrective pattern that I thought was perfect because it was targeting wave 4 of the previous trend, which you tend to do in an A wave. An A wave is an initial break of structure. So like if you have a waves, 5 waves down or 5 waves up, your A wave breaks the trend so that if you're going down, the A wave goes up, and it usually targets wave 4 of the previous trend, okay? So this, for me, is a perfect A wave, all right? And it targeted that wave 4 of the previous trend. Now, how do you know the length of the C section, or the C, yeah, you could say the C section of this zigzag, A, B, C? So this C section is typically projected using the Fibonacci extension tool from the bottom of the wave, the 5 waves, the initial 5 waves, retracement of the 3 waves in the middle to between the 1 and the 1, 2, 3, 6. So on Bitcoin, I see that we just wicked above the 1 Fibonacci extension. Let's get off log right now, just so that our prices are more accurate and our analysis is more accurate. See, that's, I need to get off of log to represent price action between 32 and 42K. So this is why, actually, we more than wicked above the 1. We're all the way, halfway into the 1, between the 1 and the 1, 2, 3, 6 Fibonacci extension. So that's what I'm seeing. Nicolas, no, j'enregistre mon cœur. Sorry, that was my son. So we're halfway between the 1 and the 1, 2, 3, 6 Fibonacci extension. So I think we're topped out there. If we go to Ethereum and Litecoin, we can see something similar. Actually, we are even further along in those assets. So if we go to Ethereum really quickly, we see that I don't know why this is taking time. Okay, there we go. I've already drawn this out. Perfect. We see that we are at the 1, 2, 3, 6. We're pretty much hugging the 1, 2, 3, 6, right? On that extension. And then Litecoin. And why do I look at Ethereum and Litecoin? Not because I like Ethereum and Litecoin. Not because I like Ethereum and Litecoin. It's just that Ethereum and Litecoin have high market dominance. Okay, they are they represent a large percentage of the cryptocurrency market. And so when I do my Bitcoin analysis and I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at, it's always useful to look at Ethereum and Litecoin, given that they're top 10 assets, given that they represent a large percentage of the trading that happens in the crypto market. So there, you see, we just wicked above the 1, 2, 3, 6. We didn't breach it, but we just wicked above it. So that's why I'm seeing that this wave, this C section, is topped out. Okay, and again, you see 5 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up, all across the market. Not in every asset, but in most assets. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing in Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. I think that we're topped out. Now, question is, if that's the top, okay, and we've gotten 5 waves up, however you want to count them, and they're kind of, I'm not going to lie, they're kind of a little tricky to count. I've tried to count the unique waves in this structure. I had a bit of trouble, right? I had a few different scenarios, but alas, I think if you zoom out, you can see it's likely, it's highly probable that that was the top. Where are we likely to land? Now, let me turn our logarithmic scale back on because I want this line. This line is very important. This is our 3-month resistance. It was a resistance for 3 months, approximately, 89 days or so, right? Go back on the daily. Let's prove this. Boom. So for 3 months, that served as resistance. Now that we broke out of it, what do we know about resistance support flips or support resistance flips is once you flip support resistance into support, you have to retest it. So that's what we're looking at, a retest of this line, okay? So right here, I expect for us to come back. Let's go on the 4-hourly time frame. I expect for us to hit this line, or see right here we have a structure of interest. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a cup and handle or something. I don't know. It's a structure that has a clear boundary, and this boundary is right here, right? So for me, I look at this line right here. Okay, I look at this line, this 3 months, now it's support, and I look at this line, and for me, price is likely to come right here at the nexus, or at the nexus of these two resistances turn support, right? This was resistance, right? Boom, it was resistance. Boom, it was resistance. Finally broke out. Now it's support. This was resistance for 3 months or 89 days, and now it's support. So where do I expect price to find sort of support as it's dumping? Right here. And where's this? Turn off the log. Well, I can't really turn off the log, but it's around 39K, okay? 39K. I think that we find support at 39K. But briefly, because what I anticipate for Bitcoin is something like this: an A wave, initial break of structure, a B wave retracing that, retesting that high around 41 to 43, right? And we know B waves can retrace anywhere from the 786 to the 1618. Obviously, B waves can go to the 0.5 as well. So B waves can retrace anywhere from the 0.5 to the 1618. Let me say that because, if you get a zigzag, then usually that B wave is just 0.5 to the 618 retracement. So this B wave can come all the way here, or it can come any, I'll change it in a second, but whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's try that one more time. So I anticipate the A wave come down to 39, okay? The B wave come up to, it's usually a flat correction that we get there. That's why I tend not to even entertain the zigzag correction scenario in these B waves, but it's possible. It's possible that the B wave is just something like this, okay? But again, B waves hard to kind of to estimate, or not to estimate, but hard to project because the range is so large, right? 0.5 to the 618 or 0.5 to the 1618 of the A wave. So whatever the B wave does, remember, it's a counter trend. It is a relief, or it is a response to the original trend. So it's not necessarily, it doesn't really matter what the B wave does, unless, of course, your stops are in that range. So you just want to be careful. And then the C wave, which should take us and form a new low, I believe, to around 31, from 30 to 31. That's my estimate. But, I will manage the trade. I will manage my short as things progress. But this is what I'm seeing on the charts. This is why I'm seeing that. All right. If you think this analysis is useful, please like the video. Please share it with people that you think could also use this kind of analysis, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I wish you a great Sunday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.